The Holy Roman Empire, a name that sounds massive, a name that sounds unstoppable, a name that makes you imagine a powerful force ruling Europe with iron and authority. But here's the truth most people never hear. The Holy Roman Empire was powerful, yet fragile, mighty, yet constantly divided, and its story is one of ambition, struggle, glory, and endless conflict. Let's go back to the beginning. After the fall of the Western Roman Empire, Europe was shattered. Kingdoms rose, kingdoms fell, and everyone wanted to claim the legacy of Rome. But only one ruler would dare to take that legacy and shape it into something new: Charlemagne. In the year 800, Charlemagne was crowned emperor of the Romans. This moment wasn't just symbolic. It sent a message to the world. A new power is rising. A new empire stands on the ruins of the old one. This empire would later be known as the Holy Roman Empire. But here's the twist. It wasn't holy, it wasn't Roman, and many times didn't even feel like an empire. What it was, however, was one of the most complex political creations in history. The Holy Roman Empire wasn't a single country. It was a network of dukes, kings, bishops, princes, knights, and cities, all of them powerful, all of them stubborn, all of them trying to protect their own land. The emperor was supposed to be the strongest of them all, but in reality, he spent most of his time trying to keep the empire from tearing itself apart. The emperor had the crown, but the princes had the armies. The church had the influence, and the people had their loyalties tied to local rulers, not the emperor. So ruling the empire wasn't easy. It required strength, intelligence, and sometimes pure force of will. Throughout history, different emperors tried to bring order to this massive, chaotic system. Some succeeded, many failed. Some tried to control Italy to be crowned in Rome. Others fought bitter battles with the popes, who believed spiritual authority outranked any emperor's power. This clash between emperor and pope became one of the most dramatic power struggles in medieval history. Each side claimed the right to rule. Each side claimed authority over Europe, and Italy often became the battlefield between them. But despite the chaos, despite the fights, despite the endless conflicts, the Holy Roman Empire survived. It stretched across centuries. It endured invasions, civil wars, political games, and internal divisions. It shaped Germany, Italy, Austria, Switzerland, and Central Europe for nearly 1,000 years. Its cities grew into giants of trade. Its nobles shaped the future of European politics. Its emperors became symbols of medieval power, even when they struggled to control the lands beneath their crown. The empire wasn't a perfect machine. It was messy, complicated, unpredictable. But it was also strong in its own unique way. Strong because it adapted. Strong because it balanced power among many forces. Strong because it created a system where kings, princes, and cities could all exist under one enormous political umbrella. Finally, in 1806, the Holy Roman Empire came to an end. Napoleon shattered the old structure, reshaped Europe, and forced the last emperor, Francis II, to step down. Just like that, a 1,000-year-old empire disappeared. But its impact didn't. The Holy Roman Empire left a deep imprint on Europe, on laws, cultures, languages, borders, and political systems. Modern Europe still carries its fingerprints everywhere. The empire may be gone, but its story continues. A story of power and weakness. A story of unity and division. A story of ambition that reached across centuries. And that is what makes the Holy Roman Empire so unforgettable. An empire too complex to control, too important to ignore, and too legendary to ever be forgotten.